The Toronto Blue Jays have been playing much better baseball as of late, and that is very good to see. They are 7-3 in their last 10. And also, we have Seattle Mariners, who are 4-6 in their last 10, and Houston Astros are 3-7 in the last 10 as well. Both those teams, Seattle and Houston, are on 3-game losing streaks. This is good news for the Blue Jays' playoff hopes. We are currently sitting in the sole position of the second wildcard spot, which is very nice to see. And, honestly, this is a great sign that we are in a good spot to make the playoffs. Now, it's not a perfect spot. We're not guaranteed, but as long as we don't go on a big losing streak, we should be in a pretty good spot to get things done, which is obviously the end goal for this team, is to make playoffs and potentially go on a deep playoff run. Now, we do hold the tiebreaker over Houston, but not Seattle or Texas. So basically what we want to happen is pretty much Texas needs to keep slapping around Seattle in their series, because we have one more series after they finish this one. And then obviously Houston, we can hope they still keep losing. But the point is let's say we end up finishing tied for third and fourth with Houston, in those third and fourth spots in the wild card race, we would have that tiebreaker over them, so we would get that third wild card spot, for example. So I think that's kind of why, obviously, you want to see at this point, with Texas being a few games above Houston and Seattle now, we just want to see Texas keep winning, keep beating Seattle. Seattle needs to keep losing, but also we don't want Houston getting that top spot in the AL West, because we wouldn't have the tiebreaker over Texas or Seattle. So if Texas can finish out there and win the AL West, that is a good sign for the Blue Jays. And overall, it is nice to see that Houston and Seattle are kind of playing pretty awful as of late. And yeah, if Texas can keep winning, they're on a 5-game winning streak. They are 6-4 in their last 10. They're looking like a pretty hot team right now. So if they keep winning, that's fine. They can stay in the top of the AL West, and we can just compete with Houston and Seattle. And right now, we are 2 games above Houston, who are in the third wildcard spot, 2.5 above the Seattle Mariners, who are in the fourth spot, just outside of the wildcard race, who are, like I said, a half game back of Houston. So we're in a decent spot right now. Not the best, definitely not safe, but we are in a decent spot right now. We're playing pretty good baseball. We're 7-3 in our last 10. We are looking pretty good as of late. I mean, finishing off this 3-game series against the Rays, we looked pretty good, I thought. I mean, a 9-5 win, 7-6 loss. That was a close one. We did have a big comeback there. Unfortunately, Romano did blow up for his 4th blown save of the year, but overall, it was an all right game still. The pitching wasn't the best, but we still played decent baseball. And what I really love to see over the last few games is that we have a bit of fight in this team. When we've gone down by a couple runs, or even a decent amount, we've still come back and we've still fought, haven't given up. So that is good to see, because you got to have that dog in you at this time of the year. It's make it or break it time. You got to get wins. You got to keep fighting. Got to keep battling no matter what the score is. So it's nice to see that once we're down by a few runs, this team isn't giving up, at least as of late. So that is good to see. A 6-2 win to start this 3-game series against Tampa was nice as well. Taking 2 or 3 against Tampa, who obviously, yes, they're quite injured, missing Rosarena and a bunch of other pitchers and other really great players, but still, getting the series win in the Trop as well means a lot, because we know how bad we've been at the Trop before, so that is good to see. Obviously winning that series against the Yankees in pretty decent fashion, winning a game 7-1, 6-1, losing 5-3, so not bad at all there. And even doing pretty decent against Boston as well, winning 3-0, 4-3, and 3-2. So overall, we've looked quite good in our last 9 games or so that is good to see. But overall, it's just really nice to see that this team is playing good baseball, got a lot of fight in them, and are definitely just playing pretty good. I mean, the pitching has been a little shaky at times over the last 10 games or so, but for the most part, they've been doing pretty good, and the offense has looked a lot better. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys have, please smash the like button, and as always, comment down below your guys' thoughts on the Blue Jays playoff hopes. Do you think we're going to make it at this point? I think we've got a decent shot at it, as long as we just keep playing good baseball. Now remember, we have one more series here against the Yankees, and then we have one more series against the Rays as well to finish off the season. The last 6 games are against the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. Again, I know we just played them, but we have kind of some back-to-back series here against those teams. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and see ya.